You are listening to the Global Countdown, first broadcast on the briefing on the 17th of October.
.26 here in London. Fernando Augusto Pacheco has just burst into the studio, whacked his big book down, opened it, and if anybody ever meets Fernando, just ask him to show you his notebook. His writing is quite phenomenal. No one can see it.
Every day there's a different pen color as well.
Really?
Yeah, today's kind of red, very simple today.
Why?
Because I have a collection of 24 pens from Pilot, and they have 24 colors. You know? So I think,
what prompts the choice of colour each day?
to be honest, I pick very randomly. So today's a red day.
Today is a red day.
Or an orange day. You're wearing a fabulous orange sweater.
I'm an orange,
yeah.
and we're all russet autumnal, or I don't know, fizzy pop. Right, that's distracted us momentarily from the business in hand, which is the Global Countdown. Always a joy to see you in the studio on a Thursday. Where are you taking us today?
Well, I'm taking us today to Kazakhstan. And you know what, Emma, there's a reason for that. I'm very into Central Asian sounds at the moment. Okay. We've done Uzbekistan just a few weeks ago. It's fascinating. There's so much new music there in the region that I need to buy a ticket.
What's the Central Asian? Because we're going to hear it in a minute, and I'm going to listen for the first time for you. So wherever you are and you're listening, I'm with you listening to what Fernando has chosen for us. It's always a joy and always a surprise. But if you could, without actually playing the music, describe that sound, what would it be?
You know what? It does sound a lot like 80s electro meets kind of a little bit of a folkloric touch. Especially
Amazing.
80s electro meets folklore, okay? That's the description I would give you.
Okay, rolling up our sleeves, rubbing our hands together with glee. Let's dive in at number 5.
Number 5, I would say, is the indie track of the top 5. Her name is Marhaba Sabi. The song is Kiz Bozbala. It's a very nice ballad. Let's have a listen, then I'll tell you a little bit more about her.
Oh yes, we're feeling that.
We're feeling it. And she was discovered on the Kazakh Voice, which is, of course, their own version of their music talent show. But there's an interesting thing about her biographies. Sometimes it's hard to get information about those artists. But it was written that her music is a philosophical view on everything happening in life. Isn't everything?
Isn't absolutely right? Everything, frankly. Are we going to be introducing that on the playlist? What was it again? A philosophical what?
A philosophical view on everything that is happening in life. So it's about everything, basically.
Good. Do we know what she's singing about?
It's all about love. She's very gentle and chic, because she was performing this track at Kazakh Fashion Week for one of the designers. So she was there at the catwalk while the models were walking around her. So there's a fashion component to it as well.
She is, and she's a big fan of the 1980s flat black felt hat that's placed practically at a sort of practically glued vertically to the back of your head. It's a thing.
It's fashion, darling.
It's fashion. Right, okay. That was Marhaba Sabi. She's delicious and divine and lovely. So the little notes I've got next to me, because I've had a look at the videos. If you do listen to this, I plead with you. Go and look at the videos as well, because it makes it twice as fun. I've just got choreo, clapping for this one.
Lots of clapping.
Love choreo.
It's less fashion, but more catchy, I would say. He is big in Kazakhstan. He's Sadradin, and this song is a delight. Starts very mellow, but then it keeps on growing. The beats keeps on pumping. Jawab Barma. Let's have a listen.
Oh, that's a family event song, isn't it?
I would be happy if I was born in Kazakhstan. Listening to this from a young age, I would love that.
Absolutely.
I love that. And you know, I was describing the music of Kazakhstan. Feel that. There's some pop and electronic elements, but very folkloric. The clapping, we were clapping in studio.
There's scope in this world for a bit more clapping. And there's scope in this world for a bit more everybody getting together in a room and jigging about. There's a bit of choreography here.
He's very
But the
young
world
as
of dancing has become such a singular and lonely business. Even if you're on a dance floor, ladies and gentlemen, have a clap.
And enjoy life.
Yes.
Like Sadruddin.
What's he singing about?
He's not robotic at all. Well, you asked me that. There's only one line I actually translated. He says, I wrote your name in my heart.
Oh,
It's all about
they're a sweet little bunch out in Kazakhstan, aren't they?
Yes.
We've got Marhaba Sabi, who's doing her philosophical view.
philosophical view on life.
It's great. We've got Sadruddin with his choreography and his clapping and his, what was his, all about love?
It's all about love, writing the name in the heart. I don't know, how can you do that?
It's just, I don't know. Hopefully not physically. That might be a bit unpleasant. Right, my next one. They like a jacket, do this band, don't they?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I mean, and she is fabulous. She's actually from Uzbekistan. She's a diva. This song by itself has 300 million views already. I'll tell you more about it, but she's absolutely fabulous. It's Ozoda from Uzbekistan with Kok Juguli. Let's have a listen. Emma, honestly, I have to translate it to you.
Please.
It's Blue
No,
Jay.
don't. It's what?
Blue Jay. I think Jay is a bird.
Right.
I think.
But we know it as, what's the name again?
Kok Jiguli.
Kok Jiggly. Right.
What a track. She is fabulous. She's fabulous.
is.
She's 50 years old. She's like that diva from Uzbekistan. And I have to tell you something about Uzbekistan. That's the music mecca in the region. I've done it a few weeks ago. I'm fascinated by the country. And apparently in the 80s, they used to have a great music scene as well. So Ozoda, she is the queen.
Will you promise me you'll put that on the playlist? Just as a bit of a wild card. Because whatever you're doing, it's another of those stopping you in your tracks, apart from the fact that it's not necessarily for all the right reasons. Put it this way, she raises a smile, or those lyrics certainly raise a smile.
Absolutely.
If you've got the mentality of a 10-year-old. Okay, thank
And
you
she's
for that.
incredibly popular as well.
She is, and she's just about to get even more so. Right, that was Ozoda and the unmentionable name. Number 2.
Let's listen to some Kazakh rap.
This is baths now in the videos and lots of men with no clothes on.
Yes.
But it's quite sort of rural and macho.
And jokey as well. Because
Jokey, rural, macho baths.
you have a very handsome man on a horse,
Yes.
and he's, half naked.
Yes.
And he's pretending he's selling the advertising for a shampoo or a soap bar. I couldn't quite understand. But they're having fun. I think this is a kind of a fun rap group. Let's have a listen to Irina Karaturna with Fear.
Чудо света это море по колено это легенда дискотека.
It has vibes of a kind of like Kazakh Macklemore.
Yes. It's a good song to listen when you're riding a horse or something.
Yes.
It's...
Do you know, I often wonder what to do when I'm riding a horse, and I think you might just have solved my problems.
But don't worry, Emma, they're having fun. This is a jokey group. They've become big on social media, and now it's a mixture of comedy and music, really.
It's brilliant. For all the wrong reasons. I'm absolutely charmed by Kazakhstan because we have love and we have tenderness and we have carving names on people's hearts, which is just a little gruesome. Then we have a really rude named song, and then we have macho men on horses and in baths. What more could what more could anybody ask from a nation's musical offerings apart from number 1?
Which is a return of Sadruddin, but that's his newer song.
Now, he was a choreography and clapping guy.
Yes.
Okay.
This is less clapping, a little bit more melodrama.
Чики-чики-чики, сeni seviyorum.
So there I am.
cheeky.
Cheeky. We love a bit of cheeky. It just reminds me of eating somewhere that's really harshly lit with plastic tables about 11 o'clock at night, something wrapped in something flatbread and delicious. You're not entirely sure where you are, but the music is cheeky. What's that about then, apart from Emma's late night snacks?
Again, he says, I love you like Adam, even if you ate the apple from paradise. I
What?
believe he was talking about Adam and Eve, right?
Okay, I love you like Adam, even if you eat the apple.
From paradise, because
Right.
Eve eats the apple in paradise, right? I have to catch up with my Bible lessons,
Yes.
but
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, and Google Translate has so much to answer for.
I love your face.
Well, I'm just baffled by that because I thought it was going to be, well, not that, frankly. What's your favourite today? I mean, we've got, you've got that one shot at pushing the Kazakh culture into the playlist. What will we be introducing on the Monocle playlist soon enough?
I am going to say that Marhaba, the song at number 5, Kiz Bozbala, it's a cool song. I think it definitely fits the playlist.
Okay.